And we are live. Hey, the microphone is actually working this time around. I hope. About to find out. Oh, my computer is slow. But doesn't matter. Well, this is where we left off last week, I think. I don't know. Right now, I just want to get around the edges here, which is like a dirt area. Hey, Dungeon Minister. Good to see you. Can you actually hear me? Because last night I had a problem with my microphone, which is why I'm doing this tonight. Because I don't know. Just my computer is being so slow this morning or evening. Ugh. I imagine you're incredibly busy. Okay, good. Like I said last night, come to find out, one of my fur kids chewed through my webcam cord, and the camera was working, but the mic was not. It's like good. Like I posted, it was like good thing she's cute. I imagine you're going to have an incredibly busy week getting Claricon up and running. Oof. Yeah, that. I know I keep saying it, but I think you're nuts for running a convention. But I'm sure everybody appreciates what your efforts you're going through to do it. But I would come, but Canada's just a little bit out of my reach right now. But I'll just have to console myself. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw the pictures of the Tufts. I forget which one of your kids, which one of the kids did it, but I actually like that method of making it look like flowers better than I do actual flower tufts. Flower tufts never really looked right for me. I've used them, but then I found out about the whole painting the tufts. But yeah, they, I to me personally, they look better as flowers. Yeah, yeah. But if I'm there in spirit, you're gonna have to exercise the place afterwards. But yeah, see, right now I'm just trying to get the build up here. Yeah, I've heard of that method before, and I've seen it done where people have like either washed tufts or just like dry brush the tops. But I'm sure he's never heard of Fleetwood. Yeah, he's never seen it done or heard of it. And coming up with it on his own is pretty good. I mean, eventually he'll have to come up with his own channel with as good as he is already. Is he the one? Is Fleetwood the one that made that? I can't even remember what kind of monster it was, but he used hot glue to make some kind of monster a while ago because he's already really good at such a young age. I'm impressed with the work he does. Right now, I just want to try and get the dirty areas around the base. No, that was torchbearer. Okay, yeah. Sorry, all my kids are grown up and out of the house, so it's hard for me to keep track of to remember stuff like that. But no, I thought that hot glue monster was awesome. The flower tufts are actually really good. So eventually, you won't have to craft anything. You can just get the kids to do it for you. I mix up. Yeah. No, please. Yeah, and birthdays. Oh man, I was always horrible about birthdays. Of course, I used to forget my own birthday, so yeah, I'm just. Oof. Oh, I'm actually pretty happy with how these are turning out so far. Of course, once I grab all the plants and start painting those things up. Ooh. Now, for the plants, I am using like your standard like plastic plants you get from Dollar Tree or wherever. And I got a bunch. Also got a bunch from Team because of course I'm on Team. But some of the things I did over the week for like the plastic plants you get, one good idea is to wash them in hot soapy water, just to get some of the if there's any remaining mold release on them off. Of course, that's just kind of a no brainer. But another thing I did to the plants throughout the week was you get the factory. Yep, get the factory grease off. Another thing I did, and this is a trick I learned from a friend of mine who has three golden demons. So, when he gives me tips, I kind of pay attention. To get paint to stick to something like that, hit it with, and so you don't have, and if you want to keep the basic color to it, just hit it with a matte sealer because that'll act like a primer on its own and it's clear. Now, if you want, like, if you're going to be using mainly washes and stuff, and you want it to flow better, hit it with a gloss sealer, then hit it with a matte sealer after you put all your colors on. But because the gloss will make it flow better. But yeah, like I said, he gave me my friend that has, like I said, three different golden demons, and the guy's color is red green colorblind too. So that's kind of impressive. Of course, he won his golden demons before they started having controversy at every last one of those contests. Apparently, there were some big controversies going on at the one they just had in Sweden or Denmark. I'm not sure. There were a couple different YouTube channels talking about it. How some that didn't understand the judging process. But that's simple. It's pretty easy. Okay, so you got 1 week left. Oh no, you got less than a week, don't you? You only got 6 days till it opens. So that gives me 365 days to get more stuff ready for next year. And yes, I would. Because last year was touch where he thinks they look pretty good already. Oh, the plants or these, the mounds. Well, oh yeah. Well, there's going to be a bunch of these fly trap plants on them. The tentacles are to feed the fly trap or the tentacle, the mouse. Because they got a bunch of plants that they hit. Oh yeah, I'm actually really. Well, remember, I think it was on the live stream with you. I said once you think you've done enough, you do a little bit more. Well, I got to do some more. Yeah, I'm just Of course, right, like I said, right now I'm just trying to get the base color for my go-to method for your tentacle mound rock. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm calling tentacle mount, plant mound monster rock thingies. I don't know. I'll figure something out for them. Figure out stats and all that later, or look something up, then modify the heck out of it. Yeah, that one's kind of dry. And oh, and I was using a burnt umber for the base coat. You know, because I like to go dark, medium, light for a lot of my painting. And I need a good old fashioned beater brush from Temu. Yes, I know. I shop at Temu a lot, but it works. You know, a lot of cheap stuff from there. It still needs to dry a little bit. No big deal. Well, I'm waiting for that to dry. I can tentacle mount things. Get these out of the way while they dry. Have little paint rings on my laptop. I need to paint the backs, those black areas. What I put the little veins thingamabobs on the back there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Their ads are absolutely nuts, but yeah, it's like, hey, all these coupons. Hey, hit this wheel and make it spin, and then all the ones on Facebook and everywhere else. Yeah, I got it. But I have an unbelievable amount of stuff from them sitting on this table. And I'm also doing Christmas shopping on there. I always start early. Well, yep, gray. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. If I got the song and dance numbers, yeah, I would completely ignore it. If I want to hear song and dance, I'll just. No, I don't want to see dance at all. I just want to hear songs. And I tend to listen. So I'm hitting these with some gray because I'm going to hit them. Hit that. They're already black, so I'm not exactly what color they're going to be eventually. I'll figure it out. I said, I don't put a lot of thought ahead of time. We kind of figure it out as I'm going. If I can actually do that. But this is kind of boring, I know, but it is what it is. It's part of the, it's part of the process. Just whatever color I decide to paint the veins. Oh yeah, I can't. Yeah. Honestly, if it wouldn't cost me whatever $10 a month or whatever, I'd go to for YouTube. I would go to premium just so I wouldn't have to watch ads. But I skip them after. And honestly, that's always been my method. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I call it scatterbrain crafting, where you have a basic idea of what you want to build and then just start. And by the end, you could change so many times midway through the project, and it looks nothing like what you originally intended, but it still winds up looking really good. At least I tell myself that. Like with these, all I know is originally I was just gonna make a mound with um, the Venus flytrap parts. Yeah, no, quick, simple, easy. Then it was like, I need tentacles. I've been tempted to go premium, which stops me. It's the idea that advertiser would be winning. Yeah, yeah. Well, that and also I'm incredibly cheap, which is why I don't want to do it. I mean that's $10 a month I could spend on supplies or whatever, which is always a good. I'd rather spend that $10 or whatever premium cost on stuff I actually want. Like this morning when I had to go buy a new webcam because of a cat chewing on the cord. Yeah, cat's good. Lucky she's cute. Oh yeah. Oof. Ooh, do no. Anytime I get an earworm, I just start. I hum Men in Hats Safety Dance. It just gets rid of whatever song is in my head. Yeah. You got Claricon next week. The week after that, I get to go to Fall in Lancaster, PA. And it's a historical miniatures convention ran by, get this, Historical Miniatures Gaming Society. Because I'm actually looking forward to that. Because I've been looking at, yeah. Oh, it is. I go. There's three that happen throughout the year that are within less than an hour's driving distance for me. Two are in Lancaster, and there's one in Gettysburg. I think that's in March. There's Cold Wars in March, Historicon in July, and then Fallen, which is the one in first in a week in 2 weeks in Lancaster again. And the nice thing, they're all close enough that I don't have to get a hotel unless I imbibe a little much. But yeah, let's say about convention. I think I talked about this before. I collected Civil War. Oh yeah. Anyway, trust me, I'm in York County. Gettysburg is is in a county next to me. So yeah, I know there's a lot of Civil War stuff around. I mean, I think I've mentioned to you before. Hey, Dean, Dungeons and Chronics, how's it going? No, but get I'm a construction inspector in real life, and I've actually had to do jobs in Gettysburg. And there was one or two that we actually had armed security to make because they had to when they were going through the dirt, all the dirt had to be sifted out looking for artifacts. And they had security there to make sure none of the contractors or anybody was carrying off a potential important artifact. Which I was like, okay. But apparently, the one job site I worked at one time was a field hospital for the Battle of Gettysburg. And some stuff was found when they were sifting through dirt. Bones and some bones, some buttons, and a few oddball things. But yeah, I was like, take off with, yeah. No, but I mean, it was a legit concern. So I guess, but at the time, I just was like, Look, I just want to get here, get my stuff done, and get out. Oh God, I should have brought a beer down to the basement, but no, no drinking on the YouTubes. I guess they frown upon that. Still a little wet. My main goal for this stream is to get the dirt color painted on the tentacle mounds, and then to wash the rock and the dirt itself. Once they dry, that'll go quick. And then, however far I get with painting these things, TNC, I had mentioned a Dungeon Delver usually has a pint during his. Oh, okay. Well then, shoot. Next week I'll have some beer down with me. Shoot. Now, not actual beer, not this normal crud that most Americans drink. Might get some Guinness. Any beer that I can put in a glass, put my hand on the other side of that glass and still see my hand is too late. I definitely like my porters and dark beer. Yeah, this isn't supposed to look pretty, so there's lots of streaking. I said Guinness, or there's Guinness or black and tan is what I normally go for. Because I like dark beer. Beer that you can chew. None of this IPA stuff. Ugh. I don't like that. I know there's this one local brewing company. Yep, Black and Strong. There's this one local brewing company, Appalachian Brewing, that makes a honey porter. It's actually really good. And they are located in Harrisburg, which is just north of me. I've actually driven by there multiple times. Yeah, I've had Sam Adams can be good. I like their lager. Only had Blue Moon a couple times. Oh, as far as coffee goes, yeah, absolutely black. If you have to add sugar and creamer to your coffee to make it drinkable, it's because you need to buy better coffee. That, of course, now everything's pumpkin spice. My wife likes pumpkin spice stuff. Ugh. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. And it's only gotten a lot worse. Yeah, PA's not bad. I know I lived down in Florida for 2 years, and I hated it. I absolutely hated living in Florida. It was like 96 to 98. Nah, hey, I'm not really judging you on what the beer you drink, man. I mean, at least you're drinking real beer, not like Coors Light or something. Blech. Then I would have to judge you slightly, or at least poke fun at you, because that's not beer. I know sometimes I like to get the Sam Adams seasonal, whatever it might be, which can be pretty good. Oh, coffee. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I normally drink Death Wish espresso, so you know, we're both down there. Every once in a while, they have to put plywood over their windows, so it's a mix. I think my dislike of Florida was also the living situation. It was just not ideal. But the only thing I can honestly say I miss about Florida is the fishing. I mean, I went fishing almost every stinking day, and I loved it. Then I come up here and back up here, and then I'm thinking it's like stuff people put on their hang up on their walls gets used for bait down in Florida. Oh, milk and sugar. Of course, currently right now I have Jim Bean's vanilla bourbon and vanilla flavored coffee. It's a real thing, and it's at the Dollar Tree. I saw it the last time I was going through the Dollar. Well, not the last time, but a time that I was going through the Dollar Tree. I think I was looking for coffee stir sticks, and I was like, "Oh, they'll show have they had sell coffee here. Might be but there." So I went and looked, and it was like, then they had these like little bags of Jim. I said Jim Beam bourbon vanilla flavored coffee, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna try that." And honestly, it's not that bad. Like 4 ounce bags for $1.25 a pop winds up being a lot cheaper. Coffee with cream. Yeah. Well, my wife drinks her coffee with cream and sugar. I don't drink it, so. But I admit I do occasionally. I do like to drink flavored coffee sometimes. Like I said, right now everybody drinking all the girls are drinking pumpkin spice or harvest spice. And why they seem to be switching the harvest, calling it harvest spice now? Well, it's not taking long. Man, this is actually going a little quicker than I thought. Brush is starting to separate. I need to clean it. Well, it was a cheap brush, so whatever. Good brushes get used on miniatures, not on terrain. Of course, I slap chop my miniatures, so you know. I only like pumpkin pie. I'll tell you what, the one thing I do like is pumpkin seeds. I love eating pumpkin seeds. Oh, that's a weakness for me. So I do have a pumpkin that I need to cut open so I can get all the seeds out and then roast them. Yeah, this is true. They are somewhere between, but for me, when I say minis, I mean minis. Or minis. Lost my train of thought. Ah! Well, that's bad part about being old. So I was thinking, I think I put a poll up. I haven't even looked at it. I mean, streaming on Fridays is a little bit more convenient to me, but I can do Saturdays on a regular basis. What do you guys think? Saturday, Friday, or Saturday? I do go for the pumpkins because I like spice cakes. Well, yeah, same here. I like the spice cakes. Oh yeah, well, carrot cake. I'm a little on, but oh, I love molasses cookies. Of course, my all-time favorite cookie are called chocolate crinkles. I've tried making them myself. They taste like garbage. When my sister makes them, they're really good. So every year for Christmas, she gives me a big tin full of them, and I freeze them. I won't be around next week. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and then the weekend afterwards, I won't be around, but I'll probably won't even do a stream the weekend I go to a convention. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, on a regular basis, like a Saturday or Friday streams, because I'm actually kind of having fun doing this. Oh, live stream from the convention? Yeah, yeah, I might be drunk. I used to play BattleTech a lot, and I mean a lot. So much so that I was actually one of their the Catalyst Game Lab demo agents, and I would run games at conventions and whatnot. There were a couple of us at the the conventions. We were running them, but I eventually ran a game based off a scenario. Yeah, yeah, it's hot. It's hot. It's a black hot glue. I like using the black hot glue because it just shows up better on camera. But I ran scenarios like what would happen if all the pilots for the battle mechs were drunk out of their minds. And that was based off of my own drunken adventures at a convention one year. Where, yeah, my weakness at that convention was Captain Morgan. Every first and third Friday, I have church service. On the off weeks, I tend to schedule. Oh, okay. Ooh, cheesecake. Ooh, 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 cheesecake. Ugh, blech, 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 blech. I can't stand cheesecake. Ugh. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I don't know. There's something about. I love cream cheese. I love cake. But when you put the two together, the texture, it's just blech. I've tried it many different ways and times, but of course, I feel that way about fudge too. He can have, you know what? Tell Touchberry it's all his. Ugh. Yeah, he can have all of my cheesecake. Ugh. Yeah, it's all his. Nope. I would rather eat an onion. Yes, he can have the fudge because I don't like fudge either. I mean, like, I can eat a small piece about that big, and that's all I want. After that, yeah. No, I'm judging you. You don't like cheesecake. Who doesn't like cheesecake? I don't. I hate cheesecake. It's the I mean, look, I will put like a mound of this thick of cream cheese on my bagels and whatnot, but ooh, I never liked it. course, that might also stem from my mom making it as a kid, and that woman could not cook. Oh, my mom was the most horrid cook ever. Yeah. And here I am, big slate. Ugh. Well, yeah, you need the coffee to cover up the taste of the cheesecake. Yeah, cheesecake bad. No, I'm not a cheesecake eater. Looking at paintbrush. Yeah, I net. Nope. Nope. And the thing is, I had to pick up ingredients for a cheesecake yesterday because the wife wanted to make one. It's like, you go right ahead. I ain't eating it. And she knows I hate cheesecake. Ugh. Cheesesteak? Oh, yeah. Love a good cheesesteak, which is what I made myself for dinner tonight. But hey, Paint Minis Live. Yeah, I got the whole camera issue fixed. I just went to Walmart this morning and bought a new webcam. Cheap, quick, easy to fix. Oh, yeah. This is where all the cool kids hang out. Yeah, right. I don't think any of us could have been described as cool when we were kids. Of course. I've got to try and watch with my daughter next time to see what she thinks of you using. Oh, that's the thing. These poppets are great as paint palettes because once the paint dries off, just pop it out, scrape, and you're done. Because they're silicone and the paint doesn't stick. You know, you'll get little bits stuck that will kind of stick, but they're easy to get out. These are a lot easier to clean than like those little hard plastic ones that are out. And I mean, for what I'm putting in here, now, great, if you're painting minis and stuff, you might want to use your wet palette. But I got a free wet palette a while ago, like several months ago. I still haven't used it, but yeah, I mean, these little poppets are great. And occasionally, though, I found out with these, like if you get little bits of paint stuck in like the edges, or it's just being difficult, an easy way to clean these, if it's being stubborn, just put a little dab of elm PVA in there, and then just kind of smear it around. Then you can peel it right out at the next day. I think I mentioned this to you before. I would catch a heart attack. Oop, that was me. Yeah, someone on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's the thing about the poppets. It's such a good idea that even Games Workshop is coming out with their own version of it, shaped like a servo skull, or I don't know, something from 40K. Do not play 40K, but they do got some cool models. I just can't afford GW prices. Ooh, man. Well, that was quick and easy. This is the last one. Huh. I'll be damned. I think it is. Yeah. Last one with the hot glue I gotta paint quick. Still not entirely sure what color I'm gonna go with. I'll figure it out once I turn the airbrush on. All right. The other things look dry enough that I can actually do the second step. Oh, man. Paint water. Tastes nasty. Yeah. The problem is that's just, oh man, that's leaking a bit. Yeah. Then for these, it gets all kind of built up and whatnot. So, and being that these are only like 57 cents a pop, I don't care if I waste them. But no big deal. All right, need to go a little overbrush of this nutmeg brown or medium brown, whatever. This is my go-to for dirt for bases. Kind of stick with it. I also do this for my bases for my minis. As far as this colors, the nutmeg brown or the burnt umber nutmeg brown, then a light mocha. As I paint the bases of my minis to match my terrain. But yeah, oh come on, it's not that bad of a difference, or is it really? I No, because I let's see, I had to pay 20 when I sent that package up. 70, I don't know. Then the tariff got charged. It was 20 bucks Canadian, and I think it was only like just under 15 American. But yeah, 57. Yeah, how can they be a buck and a half up there? Slate grade. Holy jeez. $2.50 for a 2-ounce bottle of apple barrel paint? Wow. That's just nuts. Man, you guys are getting wow. You guys are getting hit hard. Hotel stay up there was so wow. Ouch. Jeez. That's nuts. Up here, dark. Man. Well, you got Michaels up there, don't you? Because I think their store brand is like, oh, what is it? The Craft Smart paint. That stuff is horrible though. 700 Canadian is about four. You know what? If only we had a global information readily available at our fingertips. You know. You know what? One of you guys can do that because I believe it. Oh, it's expensive down here. Michaels. Now I just wondering because one channel which I do not ever want to mention is a big proponent of Craft Smart. Now I just kept thinking, it's like Craft Smart, that stuff sucks. And I think it's like U.S. prices. The last time I checked, it was like a buck and a half for store brand paint. That's absolutely horrible. But another channel used to be a big proponent of it. Not me. If I go to look, I'll close my YouTube. Yeah. Oh, I'm on my laptop. But yeah. Like I said, when I paid that tariff or import fee on that box I sent you, it was $20 Canadian. It wound up being like 14 like $15 US. This is just, and by the way, I'm just doing an overbrush here. kind of curious. I need to. I always like to have both a window open that I y'all who've done live streams, y'all understand is like you understand the difference between what you're actually doing and the time look slight delay from the hold on. I need to shut this thing up. There's the mute button. But the slight difference between what shows up on YouTube. Yeah, I hate lag. Sometimes I just like to have that window open. But I like this one better. Are you planning on registering for? No. No, I'm not. Because PML tonight? No, because as soon as this stream's over, I'm going to bed. Honestly. Like I said, I usually go to bed around 8:30 because do you put or want to put background music? I generally stay away from the background music during live streams for the sheer fact of I don't want to risk a copyright strike. I know I could probably find something on YouTube that's cheap and free or whatnot, but for now, until I actually go through the effort, I just I'm not my channel's too small to be able to take any copy strike right hits. Like, let me start earning some money first. Nah, I don't even care about that. I know eventually, when I used to do commissions for BattleTech terrain, basically hex hills, I always gave a good chunk of that money to, well, like 20% of that money to wounded warriors, which is not sure if it's in Canada or not, but it's a charity here in the U.S. No, I still don't really know. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, as long as you're having fun, who gives a rat's ass? That's the whole point. But eventually, when I do actually am able to monetize my stuff, I'm still quite a well, it's ways from that. But I intend to make like half of any money I make off of YouTube is going to go towards Wounded Warriors, and it's that's a charity that helps out wounded veterans. So I've heard always I've had plenty of family members in the military and whatnot, and gotcha. We should get in touch about it soon. Ping these I can help you on the monetization front. Yeah, but like I said, I, my watch hours are. I think I'm currently at 2,265 watch hours in the past year. So I got a ways to go, and I'm not like super worried about it whenever it does happen because I'm not going to jump through any hoops or I make when I get can get a video out, I get it out. When I make a video, I want to make a video that I'm comfortable with. That I'm not making videos for other people. I'm making videos for myself. Do I want other people to watch? Sure, but and I do realize there are some things I got to do and can't do. But yeah, one more, sweet. Oh, stupid tentacles are getting in the way. But any video I make, I'm not worried about bowing down to the algorithm. I really am not. I know it's there. I once thought about trying to, play around with the algorithm to get the monetization and stuff, but yeah, the algorithm can go, yeah, no, they're grabbing cords, they're grabbing water bottles, they're grabbing each other. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do, grab stuff. Here's the thing. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Dwarf, let's get you. Little dwarf figure. Fits in there nicely. So, oh, and Dungeon Minister, I am still gonna steal that kitten claw spell. Oh, that is so good. And just evil. All right. That's the overbrush for the dirt. Wasn't that exciting? Now, let's see. Put these back or I'll forget to do it. I always forget that crap. I always forget to put stuff away. And I tell you what, my table is looking like crap right now. I definitely need to clean up my area. Clean, organize. Well, not clean, but organize it better. I got to keep that whole dirty thing going on. Because I keep buying stuff, and I also keep buying stuff at the Dollar Tree, and the bags are starting to pile up, so I need to put them away. I need a dry brush. Yeah. Yeah, parts of it. I think my sister knows me because she gave me this coffee mug a year ago, but or a couple years ago, but I broke the handle off. So I used to actually take this to work until I broke the handle off. Now it just holds all my dry brushes. I think my sister knows me. There we go. Oh, shut up, cat. The cute one that shakes to chew through cords. My wife asks, well, could it have been a mouse? He's like, no, because these were puncture holes. Yeah, see, this is just my standard method for doing dirt. And once I add flocking and stuff and whatnot on it, it looks good. I mean, Dungeon Minister, you know what my dirt recipe looks like because you got enough examples of it up with you right now. I should get to wash these in a bit. My coffee mugs don't last long, so I got a plastic one. Well, anymore, I buy. Well, I have a plastic one that I take to work, but I have a bunch of horror themed coffee mugs for my drinking in the house. And every year I go to Spirit of Halloween and buy one coffee mug. I just buy one every year. So I should be hoping to get into this game this week. Oh yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying it's like what how my basic dirt pattern looks like. But I buy one coffee mug a year from Spirit of Halloween every year. And it's always horror themed. Would you knock it off? Destructive little. It's a good thing you're cute. But I have to go yet this year. One of the houses is going to be the raffle prize. When Oh, that's just. Oh God. One of the houses is going to be a raffle prize. Win a house. That's like saying win a free Toyota, but giving him a toy. Yoda. Oh, make sure they're small print. Oh, that's good. Oh, I like that. That's just mean, but funny. All right, well those are done. Yeah, get these out of the way. And this is why I put contact paper so I can make a mess on my table. And I need my wash. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. Homemade dark brown wash. It's water, some jet dried disinfectant, some Liquitex acrylic medium, and acrylic ink. We're stealing one. Oh yeah. No, none of my cats mess with my minis, which is weird. I think they know. That would be the one thing that would drive Daddy over the edge. I need a little cup. Use these little cups I get from Walmart. They're basically mini cups with lids, kind of like some restaurants use for like to go ketchup, or I think my local pizza place puts the marinara sauce for dipping your calamari rings and stuff in. But yeah, this is just a dark brown wash. Keep the recipe written on the bottle, so I don't have to remember. Of course, I do get dried crud on the end there. When I say dark brown, I mean dark brown. Though, at print, if you do make your own wash it, my wife went to bake something a while ago and found that the parchment paper was nearly. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I know you're crafting at room. You're limited on room, but my craft supplies stay downstairs. Kitchen supplies stay upstairs, and they do not cross. Sometimes I actually do have to come down and grab stuff for the kitchen because we run out of stuff up in the kitchen, but I always have it down here. But no, oh no, 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 no! I never, ever, ever take anything from the kitchen, even though I'm the one that does most of the cooking. No, beater brush, old beater brushes, uh, beater cheap brushes. I think I'll use, yeah, that one. I keep my brushes relatively organized, as you can see right there. Beater brushes, sculpting tools, big brush, and sculpting tools. Oh wait, I'm going to use that brush. That one's better. Mini brushes, cutting instruments, glue, all my dry brushes, including all the makeup brushes from the Dollar Tree. Wish I had a discrete space for crafting too many. Yeah, that I believe. No, the only people in this house is me and the wife and four cats. I know, kind of weird, but and to wind back a little earlier, reason I don't usually catch Paint Minis live stuff live because I go to bed because I get up early in the morning so I can go feed some stray cats. Been a bunch of cats that have been kicked out or some ferals and stuff, but I feed them every morning at around 5:30 in the morning. So that's why I go to bed. I originally was going to bed and getting up early because of I had a cat that had diabetes, and I had to get up really early every morning to give him an insulin shot. Now, I know you're seeing that as we all know how the camera screws the way something looks up, but this is actually a lot darker than it appears on camera, which I kind of want because with all the overbrushing, the dry brushing, I've kind of lost some of the details. So this brings back some of the details, and then I'll do a really light dry brush next week because this will take a while to dry. Oh, Mara has cats, and yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Or Brent from Goobertown Hobbies, if you've ever watched any of his. Oh, okay. Uh, I don't really want to charge. I don't know. The way I was understanding his affiliate. I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I'm just not sure I want to actually do that because for me this is fun and an enjoyable hobby. Yeah, granted, you know, I'm on YouTube. Oh yeah, you know what? You know what the thing is? If it wasn't for YouTube, do you know what I'd be doing right now? The same thing. That's the only difference is there's this camera on. It's like Amazon, affiliates. It doesn't cost a shop or anything. Oh, so I put like links into the description of my videos and give a little shout out every once in a while. Well, that's not bad. I might be able to do that. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do anything special for the channel that I wouldn't do anyhow. Oh, okay. Do I have to sign up like tonight or can I just do it in the morning when I wake up? And I just realized how far behind I am in on a lot of my YouTube watching. Of course, when you're subscription to this keep, I have. Oh yeah, yeah. You definitely put yourself in a box there. Oof, yeah. Like my one build I'm doing right now. Oof, I'm getting a little burnt out on it. I may just switch. I'll show you quick. The Necromancer Tower. I think once I finish painting the first initial color of green in between the skulls and stuff, I'm gonna take a break from it because I'm getting a little burnt out on it. I still have all the footage and stuff, so or something else. Oh yeah, but honestly, I'm burning out on it. I've been working on it for 2 weeks straight, and I'm getting tired of looking at it. So I think I might just skip to another, might paint a mini and do another house build from those Michael's trees or houses that I got. Oh, let me see if I can grab one. These houses from Michael's. Man, I really need to work on that white balance. Let's see if that works any better. There we go. That's a little better. These little like pseudo. It's supposed to look like MDF, but it's actually plywood. Get a bunch of these houses. I got a bunch of them. And I might do a build with one of those. Like I said, I just need a break from the Necromancer Tower. Oh yeah, shingles. God, I am glad I have a shingle jig for my Proxon because yeah, I don't like doing shingles. I don't like doing shingles when I can cut them out as quick as I can. Though I like doing bricks, which is weird. Shingles I don't like, but I like doing bricks. Yeah. I like doing individual bricks. I don't know. There's something about it that I just enjoy. I really do. Of course, I'm not insane to do an entire city, which I've seen some people do, individual bricks. I think once I get these washed, I'm going to call it because I'm getting hungry. Individual shingles, but I like the way. Yeah. I mean, I do. I use the shingle jigs, and that just winds up looking like it with the way I do it with the shingle and slicing it ultra thin. It winds up looking like individual shingles, so I still get the same look, but in strip form. Yeah, that's my Proxon, and then add on all the little extra doodads I bought is yeah. The only thing that could change my crafting game more than a Proxon is a 3D printer. I've had success with the strips cut to look like I know what DBT is talking about right now. Yeah. I said my Proxon has changed the way I craft, and yeah, they're not exactly dirt cheap. I think they're like running. You can find them anywhere from 125 to 150. Oh, you can't get the wire back in a time. Oh, um, hmm. Could it be because there is melted foam jammed in there? A way to get it cleared out is well, I had that happen too. Okay, okay. If there's foam, melted foam in there, you have a couple methods you can get out. Use to get it cleared. First of all, make sure the holder is completely open. That holds the wire in place. Take a you first try some like 90+% alcohol and with on a Q-tip and just clean out as best as you can. Or you can get like a stiff wire that's actually small enough to fit down in there to try and poke, but I wouldn't really try that because you may knock something loose. And if none of that works, a paper clip. You could use a paper clip to actually kind of push that a straightened out paper clip to like kind of knock it loose somewhat. And if that doesn't work, acetone. Yeah, sewing pin. Yeah, a sewing pin, a long sewing pin would be good because that could knock it loose somewhat. A drop of acetone will melt right out. But you definitely do not. You want to make sure that thing is unplugged, and you do when you're trying either the alcohol or the acetone to clean it out. Yeah, acetone melts foam. Pure acetone. You can get it pretty cheaply, a small container of it. Yeah. Well, zap and fire! Because both the alcohol and the acetone is highly flammable. But it does a trick. But it does dry up pretty quick, so it won't be in too much. Won't cause much problem. Like I said, just a single drop at first. Try it out to help clean it out. Because I had a problem with that and just put a drop of acetone in. Acetone is the active ingredient in fingernail polish remover. And I've actually used it to carve foam or to sculpt it. Yeah, let's go with sculpt. Sculpting with acetone. That's always fun. Yeah, yeah. You definitely don't want to pour super glue down there. Ooh. Yeah, because I think once you do that, you're stuck. Definitely. The thing is, though, is like I bought my Proxon like, let's see, the channels. Oh God, 3 years ago, and I'm still on the first spool of wire. Oh yeah, I've done that. Anything hot, and I've used fire. I like using fire. I use a. I think this is what I used to carve the ropers. Somewhat. Oh yeah. I've also used oddball tools. You use the sculpt foam. Now there's a video. My mini heat gun. Hey, actually, that is a good idea for a video. Things you don't think to use the carves. Yeah. And blow up your house. Well, yeah, I got that mini heat gun from Temu. Can you believe it? I bought something from Temu. Plus all these stupid tins. Mushrooms, D&D player rules. I just like that picture. Yeah. Demons and their sigils. Mainly so I don't ever carve this kind of crap into my D&D terrain. I generally like to make stuff up. Terrain crafting uses forever. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Now, I think I don't generally like using real world symbols. Accidentally summon a demon from your phone terrain. Yeah. Like, well, you'll never see me use a pentagram or a pentacle on any of my terrain ever. You'll never see me use any of those symbols intentionally. And it's like, I mean, Dungeon Ministry, you grew up during the Satanic Panic, so you get it. And I listen. When the Satanic Panic was at its height, I was playing D&D and going to a Christian private school. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. It's like, hey man, we're on a budget here. We're summoning demons on a budget. So I just tend to avoid the real world stuff. Oh, snap. I missed one. Jeez. I was about ready to put everything away. And I missed one. You can see the difference. The washed and. But it'll take till tomorrow to dry. Yeah. Occultism on a budget. Yeah. Whew. Oh, man. This is the last one. I know next week, I know you can't be here next week. I get that. But I will start painting the plants. Well, dry brush these and then start painting on the plants. One other thing, I might experiment on a couple just so it makes it look like I know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, right. We all know that's not true. But I think my airbrush will be used next week. That's another tool I enjoy using, though not to paint miniatures. No, I don't. I do not have the hand-eye coordination to do that. But I will be using my airbrush to spray on some speed paints, some inks, stuff like that. Because one of the things that can really make the plastic plants look so much better is just the addition of like some Liquitex ink. One of my favorite go-tos is transparent burnt sienna. It gives it a brown tinge and a more or realistic feel, and not this like plasticky green look. Definitely hit the insides of these mouths with something. Just maybe use a speed paint or something, like a reddish color on the inside. Then these teeth are going to be painted. I know in the real world they're still green, but I'm going to give them like an actual teeth look because this is fantasy. Reality doesn't count. But I don't know. That's for next week. And here's the thing. I could put this back in the bottle, but I'm not going to. As I know eventually I'm going to use this wash anyway, so just put a lid on it. Save it for when I need it later. And put it over on the shelf that's over there. Which I'll promptly forget about and it'll dry out. Though, admittedly, as far as the real world symbols, the tower does have runes on it. I think the Iwa. God, I always butcher the pronunciation of this. The Iwa's rune, or basically, which is a symbol for death. And I figured death, necromancer tower, it works. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Dr. Minister. I am actually going to call it because I'm going to go get something to eat because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in 3 hours now, but I'm getting hungry. I am going to call it, and I want to thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Dungeon Chronics, Dungeon Minister. I know Paint Minis Live. You're not here anymore. At least I don't think you are. But appreciate everybody that showed up, and good luck with everything next weekend, Father Aaron. I really hope it goes as well as possible for you next week. See you, everybody.